Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the Daily Market Insight for Tuesday, the 23rd of May. All right, as we come into the start of the Asian day, we've got the US equity futures going up, and we've got a clear risk-on profile on the currencies following that, right? But don't get lulled into a false sense of security there. These things are up 4 or 5, 7 points. So it's not massive, but it's something to work with. Gives us some uniformity across, the equity markets, a bit of a risk on, as I was saying. Euro, Aussie, sterling going up, crypto's going up as well, and you'll see the Asian equities following the US equity markets. All right, commodities, well, still under the pump a little bit, but there are some sort of articles out there saying more oil demand, oil's going up a little bit, but really it's unchanged. So if I just show you the charts before I come out and have a look at the key data for today, just looking at the global markets, the dollar index, yeah, it's up, but you're starting to see a lot of these instruments starting to stall, right? They need fresh news. The debt ceiling talks are continuing, and the whole talk around or in the media is, positive sentiment from or improved sentiment from the talks, but that can change in a heartbeat, as we know. So equity markets at the moment, NASDAQ's still going up on some good earnings from the tech side of things. Crypto's neutral. Oil, as I was saying, is pretty neutral as well. And if we come back and have a quick look at the currencies, okay, you can see some everything's moved as far as it wants to, and we're now waiting for the next move. So down the bottom here, Euro, Sterling, Aussie, Kiwi, as I said, a bit of a risk on day. They're sort of moving up a little bit, but they're well within recent ranges. And I've left these support and resistance trend lines there on the Sterling and Aussie just to show you what happens when there's uncertainty and the market starts to drift sideways. It drifts through the trend lines, okay? And there's no point redrawing your trend lines to these new points because, you know what? It's just trading sideways for now. It's lost all momentum. So you can see this occurring on pretty much all the pairs. I was going to say on the pairs at the bottom there, but dollar yen, well, it's still cruising top side. Dollar Swiss has come back and tested that support line, but once again, it's drifting sideways, as is dollar CAD. Oil's really in control there. So that's where we are as far as what's happening at the moment. The market, okay, it's jostling, it's preparing itself for the next step, and that really revolves around these US sort of working out what they're going to do with this debt ceiling. Obviously, they're going to be raising it. It's a matter of when they do it. So looking at the key trading opportunities today, there's not a hell of a lot, right? And if I take out, say, the really low impacting stuff and go for the medium to high impacting numbers, okay, then you can start to drill in and see where the opportunities are. I mean, there's a few bits and pieces here out of Europe. Is that going to impact? I don't think so. There's some S&P numbers coming out in the US. Well, there's a chance there that might come into play. But don't forget, the market is waiting for the big US news to come out. New home sales, once again, same thing, right? They could be interesting, but you know what? We've got bigger things to wait for. If anything, the API crude oil stock, okay, that could be worth having a look at, see if it impacts oil, if there's any significant changes, but there hasn't been anything of significance of late, so I can't see it doing too much. And as I was saying yesterday, trading really starts Wednesday, okay? Through the Asian session, we're going to have opportunities, then into Europe, and then into the North American session, more crude numbers, but that's the really start of the week. So just hang tight. Tuesday, there's a few bits and pieces going on, but really small moves overall. I can't really sort of give you anything to really get your teeth into because, you know what, you work with the market. So as I was saying, risk on profile today, Euro, Sterling, Aussie, Kiwi, chance for those to move a little bit higher. It's not exactly setting the house on fire at the moment. Crypto's up, other equities up. That's all we've got. All right, guys, have a good one. All the best. Cheerio.